Hey guys, this is AniMat, and welcome back to another big and beautiful update vlog. Well, okay, I'll be honest, this isn't really much of an update per se, since there really isn't any major announcements that I do have to do, considering that lately I have been very busy working on a lot of great reviews for you guys, and also I've been doing plenty of other things on the side, but most of which is just working on the projects that I have to do weekly and stuff like that. But things have been going pretty well, and there are still a few things that I would like to announce here, and also a few shoutouts that I want to do at the same time. So stay tuned, like this video will still be at least worthwhile for you guys. Now, the first thing that I want to do is actually announce a new big project that I do want to do. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily big, but something to hype you guys a bit for a little something in the future. Now, as you guys may know, that coming soon this year, I will be doing animation look back Looney Tunes, and even myself, I am very excited to do the research and look into the history of these classic characters. But I will be putting that a bit on hold. I haven't started on that one yet, because there is another big project that I really want to do, and this is something that I thought of for a long time, and like I've been throwing so many ideas in my head about like what I can do with it. I decided, you know what, might as well try to put it into fruition, but I'm not going to say specifically what it is just yet. But I will say that coming soon, I will be making a brand new top 10 list. Now, again, I'm not going to reveal much on it. I am pretty much starting, like, the main plans of what I'm going to do. I'm going to be looking into the categories and, what goes where and stuff like that. It has been a while since I've done one. The last one was actually the top 10 controversial cartoons. But with this one, I am actually thinking of doing something that's more of a spiritual successor to a previous top 10 that I've done. Think of it like in the same way as the top 10 best other Disney villains is the spiritual successor to the top 10 scariest Disney moments. So something along the lines like that. But again, I'm not going to announce what it is. That's pretty much your clue of what it's going to be. Now, what I will say though is that I do have a fixed release date that I am planning to try to get it out for, and I'm thinking that I'll try to get it out during the summertime. So that's pretty much my initial goal, and when I do have the time, I'll make sure that I'll work on that and try to get that done so that it will be ready for the summer. So that's initially my main plan, and that's pretty much the big announcement that I want to make in this video in general, is that I am planning on making a brand new top 10, and I'm sure this is something that you guys have heavily requested me to do, so keep your eyes out, and I'll make sure I'll do my best to get it out during the summer. Now, with that said, the next thing that I do want to talk about is something that's already been going on in effect right now. You may have noticed that it's already going on, but I highly doubt that many of you have actually watched it. But I guess it is still important to pretty much mention about it and explain the reasons. And this is actually regarding the Muppet vlog. Now, as you guys know, since the season of the 2015 Muppet series is pretty much done, it's pretty much over, now the only thing that I am doing right now is that I'm going to go into the classic Muppet Show. So now I'm going to be looking into the episodes of the Muppet Show, kind of like what I previously did during the hiatus that the Muppets had in order to rebuild themselves. So right now, instead of looking into the new Muppet series, I'm just going to be looking into the classic one. So I'm going to be looking into the regular Muppet Show. However, that isn't really the big news. Like, you guys already know that I'm doing that. The big thing, however, is that now I'm actually going to be releasing 2 episodes a week. So instead of just going with once a week, I'll be talking about 1 episode of The Muppet Show. I'm going to be going into 2 episodes a week in 2 separate videos, talking about each episode of The Muppet Show. I decided to do that because, like, at least it'll make the process more faster, and, like, it'll be more quickly that I'll get this done with, but it won't be until for, like, a long time. Keep in mind, The Muppet Show has about like 5 seasons and I think over 100 episodes. So it is highly possible that I'll pretty much be done by the spring or the summer of 2017. Like, it could possibly take a while, but heck, I'm enjoying myself when I was doing these Muppet vlogs. I'm having a great time doing it, so I'll make sure to continue that. But again, this is only if ABC decided not to renew the new Muppet series. If they don't decide to do that, then yes, the Muppet vlogs will be done, like, with all the Muppet Show episodes by either spring or summer of 2017. But if they do continue it, then, like, it will go on for a bit longer than usual. It will just have to depend. We'll just have to wait and see if they decided to renew it or not. So we'll just have to go and wait on that. But yeah, basically the thing that I do want to say is that now, in terms of the Muppet Show with the Muppet vlogs, I am doing it 2 episodes a week. So at least I'll get it done faster. And one more thing I want to say regarding my videos is actually regarding a more recent video that I have done, and this is regarding my Where's the Fair Use video. Now, yes, I know that a lot of people has already done it, but I decided finally to make my own because if you guys have seen the video, I mentioned that I had been battling with a copyright strike, which thankfully is now gone, so now I was able to go and talk about Where's the Fair Use, because trust me, like I said, I needed more than 15 minutes to talk about such a massive problem on YouTube, and to go into my personal issues of what I had to go with, and like what I have to go with actually right now. Like, you have seen the giant list of videos that I have that received so many copyright claims for no freaking reason. So like, I am definitely one of those people that Where's the Fair Use seriously affects upon, and that basically all the stuff that I've done so far is fair use, so there should not be a reason that I should be punished for this. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update of what has been going on with the copyright system that I have to deal with right now. And I am very sad to say that unfortunately things have not been getting better, actually. In reality, ever since I released that Where's the Fair Use video, I have been getting more claims than usual. There was at one point, I have been getting tons and tons and tons of claims. I think like I got more than 15 in one day, actually. But the funny thing is that the grand majority of it actually came from DreamWorks Animation. And luckily, I really want to give a major thanks to the company to actually go and take immediate action onto this. And all the new claims, which I had more than 20 new claims from DreamWorks Animation, they actually went in and they resolved the problem and they took off all the claims. So I want to give a major thanks to DreamWorks Animation to go and take immediate action on that. But unfortunately, there are other companies that like I have received claims on, and they're still doing the same thing. They still did absolutely nothing. And you know, I have been hearing a lot that a lot of others are getting more claims than usual. Like, this is not a problem that's just for me, but this is also for plenty of others as well. So what we have to do at this point is that we have to keep spreading the word of hashtag Where's the Fair Use. We need to continue that. Like, we have to go and continue sharing these videos, like my Where's the Fair Use video, or like the Nostalgia Critics Where's the Fair Use video, or any other one. We have to keep spreading the word. It's like what I said on that video, and I am scared to say that it's actually coming true, because the longer that YouTube does nothing about it, then the more that, like, it's only going to get worse from there. And it actually is. The copyright system has never been this bad. So we have to keep spreading the word regarding Where's the Fair Use. We cannot just leave it as a little trend or a little fad that just erupted and then, like, we could stay silent. We need to make YouTube constantly aware of this so that something could actually happen, that they have to do something about it in order to resolve one of the biggest problems that's going on right now. Because if nothing will continue to happen, then I am sad to say that not only will this affect negatively towards creators, but this will also affect negatively towards YouTube. And you never know. This could possibly lead to their big downfall. I mean, like, sure, YouTube is big right now, but who's to say in the future that they could collapse because of the copyright system? You never know. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the updates on my videos. Now, I would like to make a few shout-outs before I go to the Q&A. And the first one that I want to do is regarding a podcast called Talk About the Magic. Now, this is a Disney podcast, which luckily I have actually been invited to be a special guest star. And despite the episode not being released just yet, I just want to say right now that I had an amazing time doing that podcast. It was very inspirational for both myself and Joe, the guy who was doing the podcast. It was definitely a lot of fun, and mostly it was great just reflecting on myself and like doing my video and like talking about my videos and my passion and all that kind of stuff. I just want to give a shout out. Just go check out Talk About the Magic. I'm gonna put in a link in the description regarding the video. So if you guys want to go and check out Talk About the Magic, and you want to see a podcast that's all about Disney and like mostly the motivational stuff to follow your dreams, then definitely go check it out. Talk About the Magic. It's actually a lot of fun, and honestly, I cannot wait till my episode actually comes out. Like, I'm sure you guys will definitely love it. And one more shout out that I want to make is once again on the website that I am on, Filmbook. Now, the reason why I want to give a shout out to them is that some of you may not know this, but I have actually released something that I haven't done in a long time, but I actually made a Blu-ray review, which I would like you guys to go and check out. It was a little while back. I actually did a Blu-ray review of The Good Dinosaur. Filmbook has actually sent me the Blu-ray, and it was my duty to check out like all the bonus features, to check out the quality and all that kind of stuff, to go and review it. And honestly, I'm really glad with the result that I did. It has been a long time since I've done a Blu-ray review in general. The first one that I've done was the Blu-ray of Toy Story That Time Forgot, but for me, that was just a little practice. With The Good Dinosaur, that was like the real deal. Now I am reviewing a Blu-ray of an actual animated feature, and it was a lot of fun. And I cannot wait to go and do more of these in the future with Filmbook. So it definitely is great. And also, I just want to mention that now I'm starting to take full effect onto Filmbook, and now I'm actually releasing my reviews onto Filmbook as well. Well, not all my reviews, but like the AniMat's reviews now. So if you want to go and check it out, just go to filmbook.com and you will see many of my, not only my reviews and also my Blu-ray reviews, but also you'll check out a lot of great news report, like movie news and TV news and all that kind of stuff. So definitely go check that out. And, oh, one more thing actually regarding about Filmbook is that I mentioned in the last update vlog that Filmbook would soon release a YouTube channel for their podcast where I can go and put my weekly podcast of the animation podcast in there. The YouTube channel is officially open right now. As I'm recording this, there has been yet something to be put on there, so but like when the time comes when there is something that will be put upon there, all you have to do is just go to subscribe to there, and you'll see I will put up my animation podcast onto there. But it's also available on iTunes as well, so it's your choice either if you want to listen to it on YouTube or on iTunes. So it is your choice. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the updates, and now it's time that we go into the Q&A. Now, for those of you who don't know, I go around social media and I go to the comments section here to find all sorts of questions that you guys have asked me, and I will answer them 5 of these right here. And if your question hasn't been picked for this video, well, let me just say better luck next time. So, let's just go and start this off right here, and the first one will be coming from Red Fox Benetton, and he asks, is that your summer fedora? And I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. I mean, let's be honest. Do I look like somebody who knows something about fashion? Like, Maybe this is a summer fedora, but I'm not actually sure. I actually do have a heck of a collection of fedoras. Like, the ones that you guys do know is pretty much this one right here, and also the animation hat. That is another fedora. So yeah, like, I do have like a more crazier collection of fedoras, but the thing is that I don't know if this is a summer fedora or whatever. Like, I can wear it during the summertime or the wintertime, whatever. Like for me, a hat is a hat. So if it's something that I put on my head, then it's a hat. So that basically answers your question. I have no freaking clue. All I know is that it's my fedora and I like my fedora. And I don't care what time of the year that I wear it. It's just, you know, it's just my hat. Okay. So anyways, let's move on to the next question, which this one will be coming from George Miser. And he asked, hey AniMat, how's it going? Just wanted to know your opinion on a-holes known as Clay Claymore or Apathetic Tirade and their views on animation, cartoons, and fandom. Who? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've heard of these guys, honestly. Like, I might have heard of the name Clay Claymore a few times, and like all I heard is that he's just like this angry ranter who's angry, like he's pretty much mad at everyone, and like he beats everybody to a pulp. Like I think like he would go and bash the Nostalgia Critic and Mr. Enter and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, trying to antagonize them and make them terrible people. I honestly don't get it. I just, you know, honestly, they're just angry. They're just like dumb hate. Like, they're basically in the category of dumb haters. And like when you're working on something like this, when you're working on the entertainment industry, like, why should you waste your time on haters? Like, they're just idiots who whine and complain for no freaking reason. And I could tell you that I have my fair share of haters, that I do know, but they're all just idiots. I don't care what they say. Their words are meaningless to me. I'm busy actually doing things that I enjoy doing, while they're just there wasting their time, being angry and like, you know, shout at things for no reason. And like, what's the purpose? You know, like, why should I waste my time? So that basically is the answer of your question. I don't know, and I don't care. So, anyways, let's just move on to the next question that we have here. So, we're gonna go with Broski29, and he asks, do you think Pixar is doing the right thing by releasing nothing but sequels during the next couple of years? Well, I'm gonna be honest, it's not really that I think it's right or wrong. It's mostly their choice. Like, I don't mind that they would make sequels and stuff like that. What I'm concerned about as a film critic is that if they can do them well. Because I know for a fact that Pixar can definitely make amazing sequels. Case in point, the Toy Story sequels. But unfortunately, as of right now, they have yet to make a follow-up that is actually really worth watching. Cars 2, well, I think everybody knows at this point that it really did suck. And also, Monsters University is honestly not that great. Like, it's not even good as it's not even good as a Pixar film. It's not even in the levels of like Brave or The Good Dinosaur and stuff like that. It's just, you know, like, Pixar is just. I feel like the problem is that Pixar is not really putting in as much effort as they are, because like when they do make an original film, like they can make amazing films. I know they can. They just released Inside Out, and it was phenomenal. But unfortunately, that Pixar magic, I don't think we see that more often in movies nowadays, like The Good Dinosaur or Monsters University or Cars 2 and stuff like that. And with the following sequels that are coming up, they don't really seem as appealing. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be bad. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm gonna groan every time I see, like, a poster of it or stuff like that. Like, I do think, like, Finding Dory or Toy Story 4 is something that is going to be pretty good. Like, I'm sure it's going to be, like, a pretty enjoyable and good film, and as an animated feature on its own, they will make something great. But, like, as a Pixar film, Like, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be up in the standards of some of their great films, like The Incredibles, or WALL-E, or Up, or Finding Nemo, and stuff like that. So that's pretty much my biggest concern, is that it's not really that they're making sequels is my issue, is how they're making their sequels. So, unfortunately, are we going to see a Pixar film that's up in the standards like Inside Out or stuff like that? I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to wait and see, but I do have a bit of doubts. So my answer would be more that, like, maybe we're not going to see as much amazing Pixar films as we did during the last decade, unfortunately. So, moving on to our next question, which we're going to go with Zelnier. And he asks, do you think that Adam Sandler did a good job voicing Dracula, perhaps? If so, then maybe he could get into a good career as a voice actor. I hope I'm not being foolishly optimistic. It is possible. Okay, let me tell you something about Adam Sandler. Is that, you know, one of the good things that I will give Hotel Transylvania about is that, yes, Adam Sandler did an amazing job as Dracula. He can be a good actor. I know that sounds crazy, but I know in my heart that he can actually do something good. The biggest issue that I have with Adam Sandler as a filmmaker and stuff like that is that he feels the need that he wants to take over the project. Like, he can't just do a small role. He needs to be in charge of everything. And that's pretty much the biggest issue with these Happy Madison films and the Hotel Transylvania films. It's like, he wants to make it his movie. He wants everything to go his way, or else he's not going to be attached to the project. Now, I know that under the right directing hands and under the right producing hands, Adam Sandler can do a great job, like, just to do acting and, like, just to do voice acting even. I can imagine, like, with the wide range of voices that Adam Sandler can do, I can imagine that he can actually be a great voice actor and stuff like that. He could be a great addition to many animated films. The only problem is that he needs to do, like, everything. He wants to make sure that he takes charge of everything, and that's why you often see, like, Adam Sandler as a producer or an executive producer in many of his films. In fact, like, Hotel Transylvania 2 is Adam Sandler's movie more so than Jenny Tartakovsky. Like, he's not only the star and the executive producer, he also has to be the screenwriter. Like, was that really necessary? Like, can't you just let the creators do what they want to do? So yeah, basically, I would love to see Adam Sandler just act. He could do a great job under the right hands. But unfortunately, he feels the need to take over everything. And honestly, you know, I still have faith in Adam Sandler to do something great. It's just not specifically Adam Sandler to do something great. It's just he can execute something great, is what I'm saying. Okay, so with that done, it's time that we go and ask one more question. So let's go and make this one count, and this one will be coming from Trip Corey, and he asks, do you ever respond to comments? Not always, to be very honest. I mean, like, sometimes, like, I'm gonna be very honest here. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes in the comments section, like, it is a pretty nasty place. Sometimes there are people you do not want to interact with because they can be, like, Trump supporter stupid or Trump supporter angry. Like, they're in that level of stupidity that you cannot handle and might as well just move back from it. And, like, sometimes I don't usually respond to comments all the time because sometimes the majority of it is just requests. Like, it's just people telling me to, oh, do a review of this or do animation look back of that. So it's not a necessity for me to respond because they're just asking me something to do. And usually I don't really respond to that. But whenever I would find, like, a really legit criticism, or, like, when it's someone who is actually smart and, like, has something intellectual to say in the comment section, or, like, a very witty comment or stuff like that, then sometimes I would go in and I would respond. But, yeah, like, I would say that I will admit I do respond to comments, like, once in a blue moon, but whenever someone would make the right comment, like, when they would make the comment just right, then I need to come in and just, like, you know, I need to say something about it. So, yeah, sometimes I would go intervene. So, I would say maybe a few times, but not all the time. But anyways, that is pretty much going to be it for this update vlog. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and keep your eyes out for more great videos to come, including the upcoming top 10 list that I have in mind. And also, I just want to mention, don't forget to go and check out my Facebook page on Animation Look Back, or you can also follow me on Twitter at AniMat505. And also, if you guys would like to support me on Patreon and get some awesome rewards at the same time, then all you have to do is go to patreon.com/animat. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see you later, dudes!